I know when these things happen, it is for me to move past my immediate reactions because I am a marcher of I want to have justice in an unjust world. I was always like that. You know, I go out there on my white horse. I must have been Joan of Arc in a former life. I had to have been, you know, with my sword. I just feel at home in that kind of a mode. And yet I have learned that it is now time for me to not do so much this way, but to turn within and become, if you will, victorious over my angry, fearful, judgmental thinking. So I take my sword and my horse and I look at me, you know, and I begin the process of stilling my own mind so that I may be an instrument of peace, because that's what's going to transform this world, not another soldier, not another marcher outside, but the peace that I feel when I am a soldier, if you will, or a marcher or a liver of life. So that's what this is talking about. Here is the answer right there in that one line. So still I waited for love. So still it waited. Love waited for my coming home. It said, I'm just here when you are ready to turn away from the chaos and the anger and the attack in the world and look away from those things that are distracting and focus on the holy face of Christ. That I will turn away no longer from the holy face of Christ, that will be my focus now. The holy face of Christ is in all of our brothers, or it's in none of us. And that's a hard one. And so the Course puts out these big blanket statements, and you go, well, I can't love everybody. Well, then love the one you're with. Gee, that should be a song. What I mean is, when I say that, is love the one that stands in front of you. Because you get plenty of chances at Starbucks or at the local restaurant or whatever to have somebody who irritates you, who's not moving quite fast enough, who's, you know, talking on the phone or rude or whatever. You get lots of chances to see the holy face of Christ here. And again, I'm not saying if I'm seeing the holy face of Christ, then I can wait 4 hours for my latte. It doesn't mean that. Because maybe it's her, maybe that person, her or he, shouldn't be doing lattes anymore. You know, so what it means is we will still find the face of Christ even if we were to say this may not be the job for you. You know. The same thing I say, you know, when with this young man who opened fire in the prayer, you know, who shot these people in this prayer meeting. You know, we don't condone the action, but that does not change that this is the holy face of Christ within this person. That's what Jesus' message was. You know, so these are great lessons. These aren't terrible things that happen in the world. These are wonderful opportunities for us to heal the Son of God. Each one of us, giving us these wonderful opportunities to heal our own guilt, our own sense of identity, our own mistaken sense of identity, and remember who and what we really are.